मार्शल विभास पांडे, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। एयर मार्शल आर राधेश, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, वायुसेना मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल माधवन उनिकृष्णन नायर, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेना मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल अनिल पुरी, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेना मेडल, विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल अरुण अनंथा नारायण, युद्ध सेवा मेडल, सेना मेडल, विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त।
लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल देवेंद्र प्रताप पांडे, उत्तम युद्ध सेवा मेडल, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल रवीन खोसला, उत्तम युद्ध सेवा मेडल, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेना मेडल, विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल पी गोपाल कृष्ण मेनन, उत्तम युद्ध सेवा मेडल, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल अशोक कुमार जिंदल, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, युद्ध सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल अजीत नीलकंठन, सेवानिवृत्त। वाइस एडमिरल संदीप नैथानी, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। वाइस एडमिरल संजय महेंद्रू, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, नौसेना मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। एयर मार्शल बी चंद्रशेखर, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। मेजर जनरल हरिहरन धर्मराजन, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, बाल टू सेना मेडल, विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। मेजर जनरल रवि मुरुगन, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त। पदकों की अगली श्रेणी है उत्तम युद्ध सेवा मेडल, जो कि युद्ध संघर्ष अथवा युद्ध स्थिति के दौरान असाधारण कोटि की विशिष्ट सेवा के लिए प्रदान किया जाता है। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल वीरेश प्रताप सिंह कौशिक, युद्ध सेवा मेडल, सेना मेडल। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल राशिम बाली, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेना मेडल, विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल मनीष मोहन एरी, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेना मेडल। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल हरजीत सिंह साही, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, युद्ध सेवा मेडल, सेना मेडल।
असाधारण कोटि की विशिष्ट सेवा के लिए 62 अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल एस हरिमोहन अय्यर, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल। मेजर जनरल राजेश कुमार झा, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेवानिवृत्त।
আমাদেরকে মেরে তারপরে যে কোনো সিদ্ধান্ত বাস্তবায়ন করতে হবে। উই আর ওপেন টু কিল্ড। আমাদের এখন মেরে ফেলবে। আমরা এতক্ষণ পর্যন্ত ডিসকাশনের জন্য আমরা অলওয়েজ ওপেন ছিলাম। আমরা ডিসকাশনের জন্য আমরা অলওয়েজ প্রস্তাব দিয়েছি। এখন আমাদেরকে মেরে যে কোনো সিদ্ধান্ত নিতে হবে।
As India continues to take long strides in its development story, our economic growth becomes of crucial importance. Union Budget 2024 is all set to give a fresh direction to the nation's growth map. What exactly can we hope for? Find out on Nation Wants to Grow Budget Special this Saturday, 5:30 p.m.
Massive worldwide Microsoft outage, flights, market, stock exchange down. Several airlines worldwide affected. Passenger lineup in serpentine queues. Many airports go for a manual check-in. CrowdStrike shares fall over 12% in pre-market trading amid major global outages.
देखिए, अभी अगस्त में हमारा सेशन होने वाला है। लाने दीजिए उनको बिल क्या लाते हैं। पहली बात तो इसकी रिपील करने की कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं थी। 1935 से चला रहा है, बिल्कुल स्मूथली चल रहा था और इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं है।
The AIUDF backs the regressive Muslim Marriage Act, says move by Himanta to repeal the act is not justified. And there's chaos, unrest and violence unfolding in Bangladesh over the job quota. Protesters take to the streets, 39 killed, hundreds injured.
Thank you, Mr. Adil Patel, for joining us and speaking to Republic Business exclusively. Without wasting much time, let me begin by asking you a first important question. We know that there was a security breach that happened yesterday with India's largest exchange platform, WazirX. Can you just take our viewers that what exactly happened, and if you can just make it if you can just simplify it for our viewers?
Absolutely, Rajat. Thanks a lot for having me here. So, WazirX is one of India's largest crypto exchanges, and crypto exchanges are slightly different from the typical stock exchanges that we have. In stock exchanges, the exchange does the job of the order placing, order tracking and so on and so forth, but the assets are stored in a demat account on NSDL CDSL. The same thing actually doesn't happen in a crypto exchange. In a crypto exchange, the orders, the order placing, order settlement, all of that, along with custody of your assets, stay on the crypto exchange. So, in this case, WazirX had custody.
Right, viewers, news from across the country. Now, the brave heart from Darjeeling, Captain Brajesh Thapa, who died in line of duty in Jammu and Kashmir's Doda, was given a funeral given full state honours at his funeral. Hundreds of people gathered to pay their respects. Holding back tears was his father, Colonel Thapa, who said that his son has set an example by sacrificing his life for the country. He also said that he's very proud of his son.
हमारे एक्स सर्विसमैन जो हमारे भूतपूर्व सैनिक है और प्लस हमारे बाकी जनता भी बहुत लोग आ रहे हैं और मैं बहुत प्राउड हूँ, फील करता हूँ कि मेरे बेटे ने इतना सारे प्यार बटोरे हैं उनके इस कार्य के बाद भी.
Last rites of STF Jawan Bharat Lal Sahu was carried out with state honours at Rajiv Nagar, Muktidham in Raipur. He died in line of duty in an IED attack by Maoists in Bitapur district. Hours after Chandigarh-Dibrugarh Expressway derailed in UP's Gonda, leading to the death of 4 people and with 30 people injured, restoration work is underway at the site. General Manager of North Eastern Railway assured the completion of restoration work within few hours.
हमारा रेस्टोरेशन का काम चल रहा है. ये जिस लाइन पे हम अभी खड़े हैं, अप लाइन, ये कल रात को हम लोग ने दुरुस्त कर दी थी, फिट फॉर डीजल. इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन हम लोग ट्रैक्शन चालू नहीं कर पाते हैं क्योंकि क्रेन से काम हो रहा था यहाँ पे कोचेस को हटाने का. आज अभी चेकिंग चल रही है और कुछ 1-2 घंटे में ही ये लाइन इलेक्ट्रिफाइड रिस्टोर हो जाएगी. दूसरी लाइन पे आप देख रहे हैं स्लीपर बिछ गए हैं, बलास्ट बेड बन रही है और आगे का काम भी रेल उसके ऊपर बिछाने का चल रहा है और हमारा पूरा प्रयास है कि आज शाम तक ये सेक्शन fully electrified restore हो जाए.
BJP workers held protests outside the Vidhan Saudha against the Siddaramaiah government over alleged treasury loot scam in the state. Leaders were seen raising slogans against the Karnataka government and the BJP leaders also demanded the arrest of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. Protests erupted over prolonged power outages in Kolkata's Malda district. During the clash, 5 people, including 3 policemen, were injured during a violent clash. Police said they have arrested 15 people in connection with the violence. 5 out of 2 were local residents who were allegedly injured when the police opened fire to disperse a stone-pelting mob. Leftist groups have called for a 12-hour strike to protest the police's use of open fire, leading to the closure of shops since morning. An interstate kidney racket was busted in the national capital. The police arrested 8 accused who used to get transplants done based on forged documents in multiple hospitals across 5 states. YSRCP alleges that the TDP government switched YSRCP chief Jagan Mohan Reddy's bulletproof vehicle with an old bulletproof car during his visit to Vinukonda earlier today in the morning. The party also alleges that the government suddenly reduced security the night before his visit and removed the convoy vehicles overnight. A fire broke out at a cloth shop near Madina Road in Hyderabad. The fire started on the second floor of a building housing an apparel store and spread to the upper floors. Upon receiving information, fire tenders from Goligoda and Mogalpura fire stations reached the spot. The firefighters started the operation to control and douse the fire. Soon after, the police also reached the spot while stranded residents were evacuated from adjoining buildings.
Early morning, there is a fire at this K3000 Kumar Shah's building in near Nayab Hotel, Madina. So we received a call 4:45 from the fire control, and immediately Yakutpura vehicle turned out to the fire spot. And the intensity of the fire, other vehicles nearby fire stations, Gauligooda and High Court and Mogalpura vehicles also reached the spot. And all the staff and officers attended the fire and doused the fire with a lot of difficulty, as there is no access into the building from three sides. Only front access is available. So because it's a high time to reach the inside of the building, so our people struggled a lot to control the fire, and finally we doused the fire totally.
All right, viewers, we have some breaking news coming in right now from Baluchistan, where a terror attack has been reported. Terror attack has been reported from Baluchistan. A security official has been killed in this attack. At least 6 people have been critically injured. And visuals from Baluchistan right now on your screens. One person has been killed, 6 people injured. And those are the latest updates we have. My colleague Kaswar Klasra joins us live on the broadcast. Kaswar, tell us about this attack that has taken place in Baluchistan.
Well, it was another attack, another attack, and you have rightly pointed out that it was a terrorist attack that targeted the Federal Constabulary, that is an arm of Pakistan Armed Forces. They targeted it, and according to my information, 2 people so far have been martyred and 6 others injured. And I have spoken to the staff of the hospital where they have been taken to. And according to them, all of the 6 have been critically injured. So it was another attack, another catastrophe in Pakistan, and sadly, it continued for the long time as well. So according to my information, 2 security men have been martyred and 6 other injured. And they all are very critically injured. So far, no terrorist organization has claimed its responsibility. But let me tell you that in this particular area, Baluchistan Liberation Army have been calling the charge, and they have waged a war against Pakistan's military. So there could be their hand behind this attack as well, but we have to wait until they claim this responsibility.
Well, Kaswar, in fact, we've been witnessing, protests in Balochistan. There have been cases of abduction and multiple reports of atrocities that have been reported from Balochistan time and again. And now this attack that is, of course, deadly. At least one person has died, many others injured. What's really happening? Because there have been multiple attempts to quell the uprisings in this spot.
Well, you have rightly pointed out. There have been multiple attacks in Baluchistan province particularly, but Baluchistan province is not exception. Even in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, the terrorists have been calling the shot. Well, when we talk about the Baluchistan, as you have rightly pointed out, there have been attempts to ignite an uprising there. Don't forget that Baluchistan Liberation Army have been engaged in furious fighting against Pakistan military in this region, in this Baluchistan province for a long time. And apart from that, we have seen that a number of other organizations have stand up against the Pakistani government as well. But apart from that, when we talk about the Pakistan, the government response, definitely for them, they are just terrorists. But that such types of attacks have been happening across Baluchistan province, across all the distance from time to time. And today, on Friday, It was another attack that has not been claimed by any organization. But the fact is that Baluchistan Liberation Army have been given tough down to Pakistan security agencies as well as the government as well.
All right. Thanks so much, Kas, for joining us with those updates coming in from Balochistan. Viewers will keep a track of more developments from across the border and across the country, across the world. Right now, we shift our focus to some more international news. Donald Trump, viewers, he just suffered an assassination attempt, and he had a narrow escape. And after that, he has been back in action just within a few, matter of few days, and we've seen how he came back strongly for his campaign at the National Convention. Take a listen in to what he said after he accepted the presidential nomination.
Take a look at what happened.
Be it a bullet or a bandage, Donald Trump's acceptance speech as his party's nomination echoed loud and clear.
Friends, delegates, and fellow citizens, I stand before you this evening with a message of confidence, strength, and hope. 4 months from now, we will have an incredible victory, and we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. Together we will launch a new era of safety, prosperity, and freedom for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. The discord and division in our society must be healed. We must heal it quickly. As Americans, we are bound together by a single fate and a shared destiny. We rise together or we fall apart. I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America, because there is no victory in winning for half of America. So tonight, with faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States. Thank you.
The 78-year-old former president, known best for his bombast and aggressive rhetoric, instead offered a softer and a more personal message that drew on his brush with death.
Behind me and to the right was a large screen that was displaying a chart of border crossings under my leadership. The numbers were absolutely amazing. In order to see the chart, I started to, like this, turn to my right and was ready to begin a little bit further turn, which I'm very lucky I didn't do, when I heard a loud whizzing sound and felt something hit me really, really hard on my right ear.
The crowd at the Republican National Convention responded to former President Donald Trump's reenactment of the shooting in stunned silence, only breaking to gasp at the moments of explicit details. The teary-eyed crowd also erupted in chants of "You are" after Trump stated that he wasn't supposed to be there. Supporters of Donald Trump on Thursday welcomed his call for unity as he bids to return to the White House in November.
I believe President Trump promoted a vision of unity and prosperity that all Americans can achieve.
It was an incredible speech. You know, I think he's bringing the American people back together. I think he's bringing the party back together. You know, we're a divided country. You can see that from our leadership that we have now. It's abysmal. It's disgraceful. It's disgusting. We've got no one leading the helm of the ship. We're absolutely falling into a terrible pit of despair, and I think Trump has shown after the assassination attempt that he can rise up.
My thoughts about President Trump's speech were that it was poignant, it was profound, and it was patriotic. I think that he spoke very appropriately, and he led with courage and bravery, and I was incredibly proud to be an American tonight, and most especially to be a Trump-supporting American.
Trump concluded the speech by calling for unity for the whole country.
Just like our ancestors, we must now come together, rise above past differences. Any disagreements have to be put aside and go forward united as one people, one nation, pledging allegiance to one great, beautiful, I think it's so beautiful, American flag. Tonight I ask for your partnership, for your support, and I am humbly asking for your vote. I want your vote. Gonna make our country great again.
Trump's address, among the longest convention speeches in modern history, marked the climax and conclusion of a massive 4-day Republican pep rally as voters weigh an election that currently features two deeply unpopular candidates.
Thank you, Mr. Adil Patel, for joining us and speaking to Republic Business exclusively. Without wasting much time, let me begin by asking you a first important question. We know that there was a security breach that happened yesterday with India's largest exchange platform, WazirX. Can you just take our viewers that what exactly happened, and if you can just make it simplify it for our viewers?
Absolutely, Rajat. Thanks a lot for having me here. So, WazirX is one of India's largest crypto exchanges, and crypto exchanges are slightly different from the typical stock exchanges that we have. In stock exchanges, the exchange does the job of the order placing, order tracking and so on and so forth, but the assets are stored in a demat account on NSDL CDSL. The same thing actually doesn't happen in a crypto exchange. In a crypto exchange, the orders, the order placing, order settlement, all of that, along with custody of your assets, stay on the crypto exchange. So, in this case, WazirX had custody of their assets, and they total custody about $500 million, $500 million worth of assets today. As of their June report, there is something called as a proof of reserves report that they give out, where they declare publicly what is the total assets that they have, and they declared in June that they have about $500 million worth of assets. And those assets are stored in something called as cold wallets, which are, you can think of it as vaults, where crypto assets can be digitally stored. Now these vaults can be accessed only via a framework of a maker-checker authorization system. Right? So just like how you would go to your bank, and in a bank, when someone initiates a transaction, someone else needs to approve. That maker-checker system also exists in wallets in which assets are stored, or assets were stored by WazirX. In WazirX's case, they require not only 2 people, but actually 6 people to approve. However, what happened is that somehow some malicious hackers were able to get access to this wallet and drain out close to $250 million worth of funds from WazirX's wallets as of yesterday. They drained out these funds in the format of various different crypto assets like Ethereum, like Bitcoin, like Shiba Inu and so on and so forth. And since then have moved on to now trade these assets on decentralized exchanges so that they can move these money away. Right. These, if the preliminary reports are correct, then these same people who were behind WazirX's hack were also the same people who've been behind some of the largest other crypto hacks in the crypto industry throughout, including one hack that happened on a Japanese exchange called as DMM Bitcoin earlier this year. As things stand, this close to $250 million hack that's happened on WazirX is one of the 10 largest hacks that's ever happened in crypto in history, and is definitely one of the largest hacks to happen to an Indian exchange.
Right. Right. Also, what has happened with WazirX, the security breach, has obviously raised concerns about the safety of wallets, and also have left the investors jittery. What are the protocols that need to be followed to keep these assets safe in wallets? What are the protocols that the companies need to follow, Mr. Patel?
Correct. So there are numerous ways in which these custodians can choose to custody their assets. And one very secure manner in which exchanges choose to custody is in the format in which WazirX did, which is use a multi-signature wallet, which is that any transactions in and out require multiple people to approve. What on top of that people do need to do is have regular audits, have clear understanding of every single transaction that's happening, make sure that every address to which money is going is whitelisted. Just like how you add a bank account and that bank account is verified and there is a cool-off period, that similar thing should be there. And then there is a complete layer of transaction monitoring and transaction reporting along with transaction limits that should be built there. Right. In WazirX's case, some of these things were already present and some other things were not. And what it seems like that the hack was done because of a security breach that happened because of some transactions that were introduced which were not tagged correctly. And as a result, that led to a large amount of outflow of funds from the wallet itself.
Right, right. Also, can you just take our viewers through what exactly these wallets are? Because the breach that happened yesterday was in the multi-signature wallet. What exactly these wallets are and what this multi-signature wallet is?
Correct. So, as I said earlier, just like how you would, let's say, store money in your bank account, and a lot of times when you need to remove money from your bank account, what you need is someone to initiate a transaction and someone to approve a transaction. You can think of these wallets as basically a bank account where your crypto assets are stored. Now, to access these crypto assets or to do any transactions from these crypto assets, you need multiple people to approve that transaction. And typically in a bank account, there is a maker and a checker. So it's two people who need to approve a transaction. Over here, you can create n number of people to approve a transaction. In WazirX's case, they required 6 people to approve a transaction and not just 2. The system is very common and it's one of the safest and most secure ways in which assets can be stored. Having said that, this only fails if you don't have clarity on what the transaction is. So people can approve, but if you don't know what the transaction is, then a large amount of money can flow out. And that seems to happen over here. Like it's just like someone had approved a transaction without having clarity on what exactly the transaction was. That's what seems to have happened.
Right. Right. And also to evade these kind of incidents, these kind of security breaches, what according to you, why compliance and audit is important to evade these kind of security breaches to be happening in the future?
So I actually think that compliance and auditing is one of the most important things that crypto platforms, or for that matter, any platform that's handling people's funds should follow. It's basically a fiduciary responsibility where the platform needs to take care of their users' funds and make sure that those funds are safe and secure and audited always. There are a few things that platforms can do to do it. I think it starts off by having a very clear, near real-time audit of what the accounts are and how is the money moving and what is the differences, and if there is a large amount of money that's going out, why did it go out? Second, that needs to happen over there is there needs to be some format of a limits framework that says that, okay, only so much amount can move out and not more than that, because that will automatically reduce the amount of error that can happen and the amount of as such potential loss that can happen. The third thing that needs to happen is that very strong cyber security practices need to be followed to make sure that only the correct people have access to these wallets and only the correct people can do transactions, and the transactions are very clearly known. And lastly, and I think actually fairly more importantly, there needs to be regular third-party external audits also, because these external audits give you a feedback loop and give you a way of correcting your system again and again and again in case something goes wrong. See, in the crypto world, because these transactions can be very large and in a single transaction, a large amount of money can be moved. If you don't keep these checks in place, then these kind of errors or these kind of hacks are almost inevitable, because it's really, really hard to make sure that everything is controlled. So typically what other platforms also follow is that they store these assets with insured custodians who actually also offer some format of an insurance in case something goes wrong with these transactions. And I think that's one of the things that was missing in this scenario.
Right, right. And since we talked about a lot about the security breach, let me take this opportunity to ask you what are the steps that Mudrex follow to evade these kind of incidents and to ensure the safety of the investors and safety of the wallets?
Correct. Mudrex is India's largest crypto investing platform. We are a platform that caters to users not only in India but also in Europe. And we are a regulated, I will rephrase that. Mudrex is India's largest crypto investing platform. We are not only registered in India as a crypto service provider, but also registered in the EU as a crypto service provider. And as a result, we need to follow a very large standard of security practices. There are a bunch of things that we do that are important. The first thing that we do is that our funds are always stored with insured custodians. These insured custodians make sure that the funds can be accessed only by a limited set of folks, and those funds can also, in case of a breach, get some kind of relief, so that users' funds are always secure and always maintained. So that is one. The second thing is that we make sure that access to these accounts or access to the API keys or access to any kind of tech-based information for these accounts is extremely limited, and that keeps on rotating and changing automatically. The third thing that we try and make sure is that at a user level, every user needs to do multiple factor authentication. So you need to verify every transaction with your OTP on your email, you need to verify it with an OTP on your phone, and you need to make sure that the transaction that you're sending out goes out only to whitelisted addresses that you have added with your own consciousness. And lastly, we've built a very, very robust infrastructure around limits. And all of these are actually practices that are not new. Every single bank in the country follows these practices. Like, for example, if you go to your bank will allow you to transfer funds only to registered beneficiaries. They will allow you to transfer funds only after you've put in your OTP. There is a limit to the amount of funds that you can transfer in a single day, in a single transaction, and so on and so forth. And we wanted to make sure that we're able to replicate all the bank level security that we can at our platform as well, so that our users' funds are always safe, always secure, and always available. In fact, it's only because of this that Mudrex is the only platform in India that is able to allow users to deposit crypto, deposit fiat, withdraw fiat at all points in time, always available. And that's not something that everyone else can do. We've been able to do this because we've invested a lot in security over the last 5-6 years and have been continuing to grow that business out.
Mr. Patel, after this incident, one thing is sure, that investors are jittery, and there is obviously concerns about the safety of their money and the safety of the wallets. What, according to you, investors should do now?
So I think investors, first and foremost, should stay calm and get a very clear understanding of exactly what has happened. It is still very early in this particular incident, and more details are coming out as things progress. I'm sure the team at WazirX will take care of their users and try and make sure that they can make them whole as much as they can. And as a result, what users should then do is just make sure that they are very clearly in tune with all the official communications. The second thing that users should do is make sure that they don't panic, because in periods like this, what very commonly happens is that a lot of scammers also get activated and they start pushing out illegitimate or probably fake news or incorrect news that causes a lot of people to lose more money. So that's the second thing that I would recommend that people do. And the third thing that I would recommend people do is that for everyone who is holding their assets on platforms that are not, let's say, registered with the FIU in India or are not regulated, should move their assets to regulated platforms and platforms that have been around for a time, who are able to manage these funds well, so that the security of their assets remains.
Right. And the last question, Mr. Patel, since we are talking just a few days ahead of the Union Budget when it's going to be presented on 23rd of July, let me take this opportunity. What are the top expectations of the crypto currency industry that they have from this Union Budget?
Yeah. So cryptocurrency as an asset class has actually matured a lot over the last 2 to 3 years. And the last major intervention from the government in terms of crypto came in about 2 years ago, when we were told that there needs to be a 1% TDS on every transaction. The profits and losses in crypto don't get offsetted, and users need to pay 30% tax on their crypto transactions. To be honest, the intent of those was to understand the industry better, to understand the ecosystem better, and also to safeguard users' funds and safeguard the common man from being scammed, because crypto at the end of the day is a risky asset. Not everyone should be investing in it, and if you're investing in it, you need to make sure that you understand what you're doing. Over the last 2-3 years, the industry has now matured. There is now a body called as the FIU, where crypto companies need to register with. There is a global understanding around how regulations need to work. So what has happened is that although there is a maturity that has come to the ecosystem, the stringentness on transactions still remains. So the expectation of the crypto industry as such from the Union Budget is that this clause, the 1% TDS that has been implemented, which is a very harsh clause, gets removed. The reason why we say that is because there have been numerous studies now, and the best one that has been done by the Nalsar Law University and Trilegal, which is a large legal firm in the country, saying that this 1% TDS has actually not only led to transactions being reduced, but has effectively led to almost a 2,300 crore worth of loss to the ex-cashier. Because of the high TDS, Indian users have chosen to go out of the country and trade on platforms that are not registered in India. And also because of the high TDS, the amount of transactions that could have happened have not happened. And as a result, the industry is not grown to the extent that it could. So our expectations as the industry is that this TDS number gets relooked and maybe the government can open the system up so that Indian users continue to invest on Indian platforms and help grow the ecosystem in the country.
Thank you, Mr. Patel. Thank you for sparing time out for Republic Business and speaking to us. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Rajat. Thanks a lot for having me here as well.
And His Majesty.
My government will govern in service to the country. My government's legislative programme will be mission-led, based upon the principles.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Good evening, welcome to Republic TV. I'm Ridhiman Bhardwaj. Viewers, today we've seen airlines, banks, businesses all facing a massive issue, a massive turbulence after the Microsoft global outage. Microsoft acknowledges the problem. They say it stems from certain third-party servers. We have to see what's going to happen. We're going to go into reports of that. But we're also going to tell you the kind of chaos that this has created, whether it's airlines, whether it's airports, whether it's businesses. All that, much more, right here on Republic TV. First up, a look at our top headlines. After Sandesh Kali and Uttar Dinajpur, the cycle of violence in Bengal continues, this time in Howrah. Yogi announces big crackdown against law and order lapses, gears up stronger for Kanwar Yatra. The terror threat continues to loom large over the valley. Encounters are currently underway all across the region. Microsoft's global outage caused severe disruptions all around the world. Airports, businesses, stock markets are massively hit. That last headline, our top focus, viewers. Airlines, banks, businesses are all feeling the impact as users face major issues logging into their systems amid Microsoft's global outage. Microsoft acknowledged the problem. It stemmed from a third-party software update. It assures a resolution on the way, but thousands of users encountering the notorious blue screen of death error, crippling their devices. Our focus right now, the widespread consequences of the outage and the responses from both industry and government leaders. Here's that report.
The global Microsoft outage is causing widespread disruptions across various sectors. Microsoft has issued an official statement acknowledging the massive fiasco. From flights to the stock market to banking operations, users were unable to log into their systems as their devices crashed after being switched on. Thousands of Windows users worldwide are encountering the blue screen of death error. This happens due to errors in the driver software or hardware problems. Minister of Electronics and Information Technology Rajiv Chandrasekhar also addressed the global Microsoft outage.
Microsoft 365 and the Microsoft suite is used by millions of Indians, small businesses, big businesses, individual users, hospitals, and therefore any outage on this platform, it disrupts the business and 24/7 operations of many companies, and like I said, many individuals and small businesses. So I hope Microsoft works on this and restores the service very quickly. It is obviously something that I have never seen before in my life, such an unprecedented global outage.
Dalal Street traders were also hit by this. Traders at Angel One, Novama, Motilal Oswal reported tech outages along with brokerage firms 5paisa and IIFL Securities. Airport operations across the country were massively hit as a result of this.
सिस्टम अप नहीं हुए हैं, इसकी वजह से फ़्लाइट भी बहुत डिले गई है, पैसेंजर्स परेशान भी हुए, लास्ट मोमेंट तक पैसेंजर्स आते रहे, क्राउडेड हो गया था बहुत ज़्यादा। एट SHA सिक्योरिटी होल्ड एरिया बहुत क्राउडेड हो गया था। सारी फ़्लाइट्स एट इंडिगो ऑल्सो, इंडिगो की कंटिन्यू फ़्लाइट्स रहती हैं, उन लोगों का भी बहुत, मतलब सब कुछ बहुत क्राउडेड हो गया था, पैसेंजर्स बहुत परेशान हो गए थे। गेट नंबर हमें सबको मैनुअल लिखने पड़े, जिनके गेट नंबर चेंज हो गए थे उन लोगों को पता नहीं था कैसे कहाँ जाना है, क्या करना है। So yeah, it was a very difficult day for us, but yes, we managed.
देखिए, हम लोग ना अब यूज्ड टू हो चुके हैं डिजिटल वर्ल्ड के लिए। इसके बिना ना हम आगे मूव कर सकते हैं, ना इसके बिना हम कोई भी आगे काम कर सकते हैं। हमारी पूरी की पूरी डिपेंडेंसी अब डिजिटल सिस्टम के ऊपर हो चुकी है। तो जो ये क्रैश हुआ है, ये हमारे को बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट करने वाला है। हमारे को हर लेवल पे इसकी तकलीफ़ आने वाली है और आई थिंक इसका निवारण होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। जितनी जल्दी हो सके इसके ऊपर ध्यान दिया जाए।
As Microsoft works to resolve the global outage, the impact remains widespread.
A chilling wave of violence now grips West Bengal as there are incidents viewers of increased brutality and lawlessness. They continue to unfold under the Mamata Banerjee leadership. From Sandeshkhali to Domjur, the state now reels under allegations of heinous crimes against women and escalating unrest. This time it's a family from Domjur, Howrah, who have come under the thumb of the TMC miscreants. Keep watching to know more.
It started with Sandeshkhali. Riots broke out after women were put through unspeakable horrors. Women came forward alleging that Shah Jahan Sheikh, a TMC strongman, engaged in land grabbing and sexually assaulted them under duress. Next was Cooch Behar. A case of post-poll violence came to the fore, where a woman from the minority community was allegedly attacked and assaulted by Trinamool miscreants. In just about 2 days, a couple was brutally flogged in public for engaging in an illicit affair in Uttar Dinajpur. Now this time, spine-chilling news is coming from Domjur, Howrah. Under the umbrella of the Mamata-led government, barbarism against women continues unabated. This time in Domjur, a woman and her family was beaten mercilessly. The brutes did not stop there. They even cut their hair while the family watched each other helplessly. Such is the plight of the people as TMC continues to rain terror. Calling it medieval barbarism, Suvendu Adhikari shared the video and launched a scathing attack on Mamata's government. BJP has also launched a fiery criticism.
After Uttar Dinajpur Chopra Talibani flogging incident, now yet another shocking video has come to fore from Howrah. The manner in which the family is being beaten, kangaroo justice is being delivered, and the woman is being brutalized. Her hair has been cut with scissors in a very dangerous manner. This has become commonplace in West Bengal because it's not Ma Mati Manush, it's Talibani Mansikta and Culture, TMC. Look at the series of incidents that have taken place. Sandesh Khali, Cooch Behar, Howrah, many other incidents that have taken place. This shows that today women are completely unsafe in West Bengal, but not a word is spoken on this. And it's not just in West Bengal. Where is Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, Khadge ji, Sonia ji, Priyanka Chaturvedi, all of these stalwarts?
It was 2021, 1st of May, when TMC came into power. 4 years since then, and the state has turned into a hotbed of violence. That is the state of Mamata's Bengal. Back-to-back violence and crumbling state of law and order. How long will such atrocities be tolerated in Mamata's Bengal? That is the burning question.
Viewers, in a series of back-to-back encounters, our brave soldiers have once again demonstrated their unwavering resolve to protect our nation. We'll take you through the intense operations that unfolded, the challenges faced by our forces, and the emerging threats in the region. Here's that report.
A live hand grenade was found at a Poonch government hospital. Back-to-back terror operations have rocked the Jammu and Kashmir valley. After inputs came in of a showdown with terrorists in Doda at around 2 am on Wednesday night, injured 2 soldiers. Another encounter with a terrorist had broken out in Kupwara.
Approximately around 12:50 pm, the gunshots were reported in Kupwara's Keren sector, initiating Operation Rajbir. Acting on an inputs received from Jammu and Kashmir police, teams from SOG Kupwara and 6RR were deployed to intercept heavily armed 3 to 4 Pakistani terrorists. The operation faced difficulties due to rugged terrain and heavily armed terrorists. Despite the obstacles, the forces got into a fierce gun battle with the terrorists in order to ensure that the threat is neutralized and also to ensure regional safety.
After hours of intense firefight, the forces were able to successfully neutralize 2 terrorists with no collateral damage.
In less than an hour of its launch, the first terrorist body was recovered around 1:15, and then in the next hour, 2:15, approximately the second dead body of the Pakistani terrorist was neutralized. The Pakistan is trying to push infiltration along the line of control to destabilize Jammu and Kashmir, to disrupt peace on ground and to challenge India's security. But we seeing the synergy among the joint forces is giving body blow to the Pakistan and its heavily armed terrorists.
The forces also successfully recovered the dead bodies of the terrorists along with 2 AK-47 rifles and other ammunition.
As of now, 2 heavily armed terrorist dead bodies have been recovered from the Kupwara's Keren sector, and the items that were found on the terrorists include the 2 AK-47 rifles, steel bullets, grenades, pack of dry fruits, and also some cigarettes. This was an operation that was led by SOG Kupwara along with 6RR, and this operation has been executed without any collateral damage so far, as the operation in Keren sector continues.
Comes just days after 4 army personnel lost their lives in the line of duty after a firefight with terrorists in Doda. With a clear Jaish-e-Mohammed link emerging in the rising terror attacks in the valley, Pakistan-sponsored terror is seen to be resurging, especially in Jammu region ahead of the crucial state assembly polls. Restoring peace in Jammu and Kashmir has come at a great cost to the nation. It is time to go all out against Pakistan. It is time to dismantle the Pak terror module once and for all.
In a big move, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's government has mandated all eateries along the Kanwar Yatra route to display the names of their owners. According to the UP police, this decision has been taken in a bid to maintain the purity of the faith of the Kanwar pilgrims. The diktat has caused a massive uproar and backlash from the opposition.
Yogi Adityanath has made a big announcement in UP for pilgrims of Kanwar Yatra. According to the new directive, every food shop or cart owner is required to prominently display the owner's name on a board. The Uttar Pradesh police said that the intention behind the order is not to create any religious discrimination but only to help the devotees. Despite the clarification, the announcement has triggered a massive backlash after the opposition parties dubbed the move as a state-sponsored bigotry and action targeting Muslim traders. The SP chief, Akhilesh Yadav, has attacked the Yogi government and has urged the court to take suo motu cognizance of the matter. AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi also lashed out at the Uttar Pradesh government. This is what he had to say.
उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार की तरफ से उसको हम कंडेम करते हैं। इसलिए कंडेम करते हैं कि ये संविधान के आर्टिकल 17 का वायलेशन है जो अनटचेबिलिटी की बात करता है। तो उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार अनटचेबिलिटी को प्रमोट कर रही है।
Meanwhile, State Minister Kapil Dev Agarwal and Shehzad Poonawala have come out in defense of the big announcement and said that the Kanwariyas carry the holy water of Ganga and travel through length and width of the nation to reach their destination.
इस प्रकार से अन्य पॉलिटिकल लोग, चाहे श्री अखिलेश यादव हों, चाहे ओवैसी हों, जो इसको एक सामाजिक और एक हिंदू मुस्लिम का तूल दे रहे हैं। ये हिंदू मुस्लिम का विषय नहीं है, ये सामाजिक सौहार्द का विषय है कि जिसको जहाँ मर्जी खाए, जिसको जहाँ मर्जी बैठे, एक कुछ जानकारी में हो कि मैं कहाँ बैठा हूँ, कहाँ बैठे खा रहा हूँ, उसकी अपनी इच्छा है। और नॉनवेज हिंदू देवी देवताओं के यहाँ पर नहीं चलेगा, उसको हम नहीं।
हलाल सर्टिफिकेशन ये तो पीक सेकुलरिज्म है, ये सेकुलरिज्म का सुंदर संगीत है। पर यदि एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की तरफ से ये रिक्वेस्ट की जाए कि कांवड़ यात्रा की रूट में जो दुकानें लगती है वो कानून के हिसाब से अपने सही इंफॉर्मेशन को डिस्प्ले करे और कोई भ्रम वाली स्थिति पैदा ना हो, इसके लिए कदम उठाए, तो ये एंटी मुस्लिम और कम्युनल बन जाता है।
While the Yogi government has received massive backlash from the opposition over Kanwar Diktat, the government remains firm on its mandate.
And YSRCP party chief Jagan Mohan Reddy has written a letter to Prime Minister Modi seeking his appointment and to appraise him of the atrocities that have been taking place in the last 45 days in the TDP-led coalition government in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Keep watching Republic TV. We'll be right back after a short break.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
আমাদেরকে মেরে তারপরে যে কোনো সিদ্ধান্ত বাস্তবায়ন করতে হবে। উই আর ওপেন টু কিল্ড। আমাদের এখন মেরে ফেলবে। আমরা এতক্ষণ পর্যন্ত ডিসকাশনের জন্য আমরা অলওয়েজ ওপেন ছিলাম। আমরা ডিসকাশনের জন্য আমরা অলওয়েজ প্রস্তাব দিয়েছি। এখন আমাদেরকে মেরে যে কোনো সিদ্ধান্ত নিতে হবে।
বাংলাদেশের বর্তমান পরিস্থিতি যদি আমরা দেখি, বাংলাদেশে এখন মনে হয় না কোনো মুক্তিযুদ্ধ ছেলেমেয়ে চাকরি করার বয়সে আছে। তো অলরেডি যেহেতু এক জেনারেশন সুবিধা পাইছেই, সেহেতু আমরা মনে করি নাতি নাতনিদের সুবিধা পাওয়ার দরকার আছে। কেন দরকার নাই? কারণ আমি যদি মুক্তিযুদ্ধ করি, আমার ক্ষতির কারণে হয়তো আমার ছেলে মেয়ে ইফেক্টেড হবে, নট তার নাতিপুতি। এজন্য মুক্তিযুদ্ধের একটা জেনারেশনকে যেহেতু সুবিধা দেওয়া যায় এবং যেহেতু দেওয়া হয়েছে, এজন্য আমরা এর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করছি, আর দেওয়া যাবে না। এবং আমরা কিন্তু কোটা সম্পূর্ণ বাদ দেওয়ার কথা বলতেছি না, আমরা বলতেছি সংস্কারের কথা।
আমরা তো জানাজা শেষ করে এখান থেকে বের হয়ে যাচ্ছিলাম, ক্যাম্পাস থেকে আমরা বের হয়ে যাবো না, তারা পিছন থেকে ককটেল মেরেছে, সাউন্ড গ্রেনেড মেরেছে, টিয়ার শেল মেরেছে। এগুলোর কারণ কি? মানে তারা প্রশাসন যদি সহযোগিতা না করতে চায়, তাহলে কিভাবে শান্তিপূর্ণ থাকবে?
আমরা সাধারণ শিক্ষার্থীকে গায়ে কেন
Welcome back to Across the Republic. Viewers, new revelations from the remand copy that has been accessed by Republic TV shed light on crucial evidence and testimonies that could change the course of the investigation. From financial transactions to destruction of evidence, here's what we know so far. Let's have a look at this report.
Republic has accessed the additional remand copy in the Rukas Swami murder case. The ones who washed the vehicle carrying the body are now witnesses in the case. Rukas Swami's body was transported in a SUV from Patanjali shed to the stormwater drain in Sumanahalli. The accused then took the car for service to wash away the bloodstains. The two young men have testified to the presence of bloodstains in the car on the seat cover and the mat. They have also testified in connection with the destruction of evidence by the accused. Darshan's financial transactions are once again under the scanner. Investigation has revealed that Darshan received money from two people. A mammoth total of 83.65 lakh in cash has been seized by the police in the case. Accused Ravi Shankar revealed the entire sequence of events from the time of kidnapping to disposal of Rukas Swami's body to his friend. Rukas Swami was kidnapped from Chitradurga in accused Ravi Shankar's car. He also dumped the body of Rukas Swami and went to Chitradurga. The police have now made Ravi Shankar's friend a key witness in the case. Darshan's manager and costume designer were also named as witnesses in the probe. Costume designer has testified that after the crime, Darshan changed his clothes and sent it to Vijay Lakshmi's house. Darshan had allegedly taken money from Mohan Raj and Milana Prakash after Rukas Swami's murder. With these shocking revelations, what will be the next move in the Rukas Swami murder case?
Yet another step towards UCC, Assam government makes bold move to repeal the Assam Muslim Marriage and Divorce Registration Act of 1935. We bring you more details coming up next. Stay tuned.
On this 25th anniversary of Kargil, firstly, I'd like to remember all the great martyrs who gave the supreme sacrifice to keep us safe and for the sovereignty of this nation, of this great nation. My respect, love for all of you in the armed forces remains and grows with each given day. 25 years of remembrance, of bravery, and most of all, from us, citizens of the country, of an immense feeling of safety and pride that we know that you all are there on the borders, taking care of us. My love for you is boundless, my respect grows every day, and my remembrance to the brothers and sisters that we have lost. Jai Hind.
আমাদেরকে মেরে তারপরে যে কোনো সিদ্ধান্ত বাস্তবায়ন করতে হবে। উই আর ওপেন টু কিল্ড। আমাদের এখন মেরে ফেলবে। আমরা এতক্ষণ পর্যন্ত ডিসকাশনের জন্য আমরা অলওয়েজ ওপেন ছিলাম। আমরা ডিসকাশনের জন্য আমরা অলওয়েজ প্রস্তাব দিয়েছি। এখন আমাদেরকে মেরে যে কোনো সিদ্ধান্ত নিতে হবে।
বাংলাদেশের বর্তমান পরিস্থিতি যদি আমরা দেখি, বাংলাদেশে এখন মনে হয় না কোনো মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ছেলেমেয়ে চাকরি করার বয়সে আছে। তো অলরেডি যেহেতু এক জেনারেশন সুবিধা পাইছেই, সেহেতু আমরা মনে করি নাতিদের সুবিধা পাওয়ার দরকার আছে। কেন দরকার নাই? কারণ আমি যদি মুক্তিযুদ্ধ করি, আমার ক্ষতির কারণে হয়তো আমার ছেলে মেয়ে ইফেক্টেড হবে, নট তার নাতিপুতি। এজন্য মুক্তিযোদ্ধাদের একটা জেনারেশনকে যেহেতু সুবিধা দেওয়া যায় এবং যেহেতু দেওয়া হয়েছে, এজন্য আমরা এটার বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করছি, আর দেওয়া যাবে না। এবং আমরা কিন্তু কোটা সম্পূর্ণ বাদ দেওয়ার কথা বলতেছি না, আমরা বলতেছি সংস্কারের কথা।
আমরা তো জানাজা শেষ করে এখান থেকে বের হয়ে যাচ্ছিলাম, ক্যাম্পাস থেকে আমরা বের হয়ে যাবো না, তারা পিছন থেকে ককটেল মেরেছে, সাউন্ড গ্রেনেড মেরেছে, টিয়ার শেল মেরেছে। এগুলোর কারণ কি? মানে তারা প্রশাসন যদি সহযোগিতা না করতে চায়, তাহলে কিভাবে শান্তিপূর্ণ থাকবে?
আমরা সাধারণ শিক্ষার্থী গায়ে কেন
Asia's largest news headquarters. Setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Very good evening, viewers. We are live on Breaking Republic TV, and I'm Rakhta Mishra with you this evening. Let's get started with all the top story making headlines. Microsoft worldwide outage, flights, markets, stock exchange all down. Several airlines worldwide affected. Passenger line up in serpentine queues. Many airports go for manual check-in. CrowdStrike shares fall over 12% in pre-market trading amid major global outages.
देखिए, अभी अगस्त में हमारा सेशन होने वाला है। लाने दीजिए उनको बिल क्या लाते हैं। पहली बात तो इसकी रिपील करने की कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं थी। 1935 से चला रहा है, बिल्कुल स्मूथली चल रहा था और इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं है।
The AIUDF backs the regressive Muslim Marriage Act that is being repealed by the Himanta Biswa Sarma government. The AIUDF says that the move by Himanta is not justified. Chaos, unrest and violence in Bangladesh over job quota protest. 39 people killed, hundreds injured. Now, the Assam cabinet decided to repeal the Muslim Marriages and Divorce Registration Act and Rules 1935. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma made this move in a significant step to ensure justice for the daughters and sisters by putting the additional safeguards against child marriage. Of course, now there are multiple reactions that have come in. A political face-off is also unfolding on the same. Take a listen in.
Stopping child marriage. Now, stopping child marriage is born from several other central enactments. I mean, after all, a child and a girl must study. She's considered a maturity by 18. The Juvenile Justice Act is there, which deals with the rights of children. So there are a lot of things here. And it was noted that despite the prevalence of acts, child marriage was a reality. So therefore, the government of Assam, under directions of the Chief Minister, went on a campaign, we don't want child marriage. Now this law creates an exception. So therefore, what the Honorable Chief Minister and the Cabinet would have considered is that when you have a larger issue in terms of protecting the rights of children, when you have no less than the Honorable Supreme Court saying that Muslim women are at an equal footing with any woman of any religion in terms of their maintenance rights, which is the latest judgment of Justice Nagaratna, then how can you carve out it? So they may have considered all these facts, and in the larger interest of women's rights, they would have taken this decision.
असम गवर्नमेंट के मुख्यमंत्री खुद एक अपने राज्य के हित के लिए हर बात सोचते हैं, तो निश्चित रूप से अपने राज्य के हित के लिए सोचा होगा।
राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर इस तरह की कोई कानून की जरूरत है अब जिस तरीके से मुस्लिम मैरिज है?
अब ये तो राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री बता सकते हैं। असम गवर्नमेंट के मुख्यमंत्री खुद एक अपने राज्य के हित के लिए हर बात सोचते हैं, तो निश्चित रूप से अपने राज्य के हित के लिए सोचा होगा।
राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर इस तरह की कोई कानून की जरूरत है अब जिस तरीके से मुस्लिम मैरिज है?
अब ये तो राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री बता सकते।
And in a Republic TV exclusive, Muslim Rashtriya Manch leader Shalini Ali has backed the Assam government and lauded the positive outlook. Take a listen in.
See, it's a very positive move by the Assam government. As a matter of fact, if we see the past 2 years, Assam has made it a point to show that we are ready here to make amendments, we are ready here to bring in reformations, and we are ready here to bring about a change amongst the minorities, especially the Muslims. If you look at Assam, it's a state which is also connected to the neighboring country, which is Bangladesh. Now in Bangladesh, where we see there has been a decrease in the Hindu residents over there, and if you look at the Muslims that are coming in from there, strict action has been taken in, because we all know that it is the Rohingyas who are coming in from Bangladesh into India, because Bangladesh has Muslims as a majority, and there is no harm to the Muslims over there. Now Hemanta sir has always taken it upon himself and his government to bring about reformations which may not go down well with the Muslim community, but in the long way, in the long run, they are definitely much more needed, and the fact that he brings them into action is something which must be looked upon by the other states in India also. Child marriages are very much in a very high level over there. We see there is illiteracy over there. We see when there was a mention of the government madrasas being shut down over there, we have seen that he's always taken tough decisions which is for the upliftment for the minorities.
But viewers, the AIUDF, that's a political party of Assam prominently, it has questioned the move. Listen into the reaction coming in.
देखिए, अभी अगस्त में हमारा सेशन होने वाला है, लाने दीजिए उनको बिल क्या लाते हैं। पहली बात तो इसकी रिपील करने की कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं थी, 1935 से चला रहा है, बिल्कुल स्मूथली चल रहा था और इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं है। अभी इंडिया के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के खिलाफ भी नहीं है। मुस्लिम मैरिज एंड डिवोर्स एक्ट जो था, इस एक्ट में जो एक्ट के तहत मुसलमान लोग जो शादी ब्याह हुआ करते थे, वो इंडिया के संविधान के खिलाफ भी नहीं है। जब संविधान के दायरे में रह के एक काम चला रहा है, उसको बातिल करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं थी। तो अगर खामखा आसाम के सीएम को मुसलमान को टारगेट करना है तो हम उसके खिलाफ करते हैं, हम उसको विरोध करते हैं। आप इस तरह की हरकत ना करें, मुसलमान को हमेशा टारगेट ना बनाए। अब मुसलमान शादी ब्याह कैसे करेगा वो भी आपको पूछ के थोड़ा ही करेगा। मुसलमान की बच्चियां लड़कियां कैसे कपड़े पहनेगी वो भी आसाम की सीएम साहब को पूछ के थोड़ा ही पहनेगी। हम मुसलमान के घर में किचन में क्या पकेगा वो भी आपको पूछ के बनाना पड़ेगा। अब आप ये सब छोड़ दीजिए हिंदू मुसलमान करना। मुसलमान हो या हिंदू हो या क्रिश्चियन जैन बुद्धिस्ट हो, इनके घर में क्या पकेगा, इनके बच्चियां क्या पहनेंगे, इनके शादी ब्याह कैसे होंगे, इंडिया का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने इनको एक सर्कुल दे रखा है। उस सर्कुल के अंदर रह के ही हर कास्ट कम्युनिटी के लोग अपना ये काम करते आ रहे हैं। मैं समझता हूं इस बिल की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है। अब लाने दीजिए, वो क्या लाते हैं हम उसको देखेंगे, फिर अगर वो दरकारी नहीं होगा हम उसका विरोध करेंगे।
And now let's take a look at some stories making news from across the country. This is Bharat in 2 minutes. The Microsoft has announced that it has resolved a cloud service outage that has caused significant disruptions globally, affecting various industries, including aviation, and leading to the cancellation and delay of numerous flights.
एक घंटा डिले हुई है, कारण मुझे नहीं मालूम, मैंने पूछा, उन्होंने मुझे बताया नहीं। एंट्री आराम से दी उन्होंने, एवरीथिंग इज फाइन, सारा कुछ अच्छा दिया उन्होंने। बाकी हम लोग बैठने के बाद में कोई कारण होगा जिसकी वजह से शायद लेट होगी, बाकी हमको कोई तकलीफ नहीं हुई। यही है कि थोड़ा लेट हुआ।
The sudden Microsoft outage caused a disruption of services at several airports. This is the situation at the Delhi airport, as you can see on your screens. And this, of course, delayed several flights. Service of all airlines, in fact, were down for quite some time. Aviation sector across the globe are facing technical glitches. The SpiceJet attendants confirmed that the systems have not been fixed.
सिस्टम अप नहीं हुए हैं, इसकी वजह से फ़्लाइट भी बहुत डिले गई है, पैसेंजर्स परेशान भी हुए। लास्ट मोमेंट तक पैसेंजर्स आते रहे, क्राउडेड हो गया था बहुत ज़्यादा। एट SHA सिक्योरिटी होल्ड एरिया बहुत क्राउडेड हो गया था। सारी फ़्लाइट्स एट इंडिगो ऑल्सो, इंडिगो की कंटिन्यू फ्लाइट्स रहती हैं उन लोगों का भी बहुत मतलब सब कुछ बहुत क्राउडेड हो गया था, पैसेंजर्स बहुत परेशान हो गए थे, गेट नंबर हमें सबको मैनुअल लिखने पड़े, जिनके गेट नंबर चेंज हो गए थे उन लोगों को पता नहीं था कैसे कहाँ जाना है क्या करना है. सो या इट वाज अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट डे फॉर अस बट येस वी मैनेज्ड.
IAS trainee Pooja Ketkar was summoned by the Pune CP in the alleged harassment case. Earlier, Pooja Ketkar filed complaint against Pune collector alleging harassment. Remember, the police already has issued 2 summons to Pooja Ketkar.
To respond about it. But what is your version? Thank you. You just want your version, please. So I haven't received any complaint copy, so I don't have any version. So these are all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, viewers, a chilling wave of violence gripped West Bengal as incidents of brutality, lawlessness continue to unfold under Mamata Banerjee's leadership. From Sandesh Khali to Domjur, the state reels under allegations of heinous crimes against women especially, and the escalating unrest. Now, this time, it is a family from Domjur in Howrah who have come under the thumb of TMC miscreants. Keep watching to know more.
It started with Sandesh Khali. Riots broke out after women were put through unspeakable horrors. Women came forward alleging that Shah Jahan Sheikh, a TMC strongman, engaged in land grabbing and sexually assaulted them under duress. Next was Cooch Behar. A case of post-poll violence came to the fore, where a woman from the minority community was allegedly attacked and assaulted by Trinamool miscreants. In just about 2 days, a couple was brutally flogged in public for engaging in an illicit affair in Uttar Dinajpur. Now this time, spine-chilling news is coming from Domjur, Howrah. Under the umbrella of the Mamata-led government, barbarism against women continues unabated. This time in Domjur, a woman and her family was beaten mercilessly. The brutes did not stop there. They even cut their hair while the family watched each other helplessly. Such is the plight of the people as TMC continues to rain terror. Calling it medieval barbarism, Suvendu Adhikari shared the video and launched a scathing attack on Mamata's government. BJP has also launched a fiery criticism.
After Uttar Dinajpur Chopra Talibani flogging incident, now yet another shocking video has come to fore from Howrah. The manner in which the family is being beaten, kangaroo justice is being delivered, and the woman is being brutalized. Her hair has been cut with scissors in a very dangerous manner. This has become commonplace in West Bengal because it's not Ma Mati Manush, it's Talibani Mansikta and culture, TMC. Look at the series of incidents that have taken place. Sandesh Khali, Cooch Behar, Howrah, many other incidents that have taken place. This shows that today women are completely unsafe in West Bengal. But not a word is spoken on this. And it's not just in West Bengal. Where is Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, Khadge ji, Sonia ji, Priyanka Chaturvedi, all of these stalwarts?
It was 2021, 1st of May, when TMC came into power. 4 years since then, and the state has turned into a hotbed of violence. That is the state of Mamata's Bengal. Back-to-back violence and crumbling state of law and order. How long will such atrocities be tolerated in Mamata's Bengal? That is the burning question.
Infiltration bid foiled along the line of control in Kupwara's Keren sector, where the 2 heavily armed terrorists have been neutralized. This was an input that was shared by Jammu and Kashmir police, and accordingly SOG Kupwara and 6 RR came into an action to intercept these terrorists. 2 dead bodies along with arms and ammunition have been recovered. More on the story, keep watching Republic TV.
Over 39 killed amid unrest in Bangladesh.
turmoil after Sheikh Hasina's China visit. Who is sparking anarchy in South Asia? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Creating a world using sapphire to power change. Manufacturing semiconductors by resident Indians. India, pushing boundaries of possibility and innovating a brighter tomorrow. Semiconductors from India, now from Polymatic.
And His Majesty.
My government will govern in service to the country. My government's legislative programme will be mission-led, based upon the principles of security, fairness and opportunity for all. Stability will be the cornerstone of my government's economic policy.
Welcome back. Now, Donald Trump, defiant and bandaged, delivered a message of confidence and strength and hope at the Republican National Convention as he accepted his party's presidential nomination in a speech designed to unify the GOP. Here's a report.
Take a look at what happened.
Be it a bullet or a bandage, Donald Trump's acceptance speech as his party's nomination echoed loud and clear.
Friends, delegates, and fellow citizens, I stand before you this evening with a message of confidence, strength, and hope. 4 months from now, we will have an incredible victory, and we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. Together we will launch a new era of safety, prosperity, and freedom for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. The discord and division in our society must be healed. We must heal it quickly. As Americans, we are bound together by a single fate and a shared destiny. We rise together or we fall apart. I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America, because there is no victory in winning for half of America. So tonight, with faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States. Thank you.
The 78-year-old former president, known best for his bombast and aggressive rhetoric, instead offered a softer and a more personal message that drew on his brush with death.
Behind me and to the right was a large screen that was displaying a chart of border crossings under my leadership. The numbers were absolutely amazing. In order to see the chart, I started to, like this, turn to my right and was ready to begin a little bit further turn, which I'm very lucky I didn't do, when I heard a loud whizzing sound and felt something hit me really, really hard on my right ear.
The crowd at the Republican National Convention responded to former President Donald Trump's reenactment of the shooting in stunned silence, only breaking to gasp at the moments of explicit details. The teary-eyed crowd also erupted in chants of "You are" after Trump stated that he wasn't supposed to be there. Supporters of Donald Trump on Thursday welcomed his call for unity as he bids to return to the White House in November.
I believe President Trump promoted a vision of unity and prosperity that all Americans can achieve.
It was an incredible speech. You know, I think he's bringing the American people back together. I think he's bringing the party back together. You know, we're a divided country. You can see that from our leadership that we have now. It's abysmal. It's disgraceful. It's disgusting. We've got no one leading the helm of the ship. We're absolutely falling into a terrible pit of despair, and I think Trump has shown after the assassination attempt that he can rise up.
My thoughts about President Trump's speech were that it was poignant, it was profound, and it was patriotic. I think that he spoke very appropriately, and he led with courage and bravery, and I was incredibly proud to be an American tonight, and most especially to be a Trump-supporting American.
Trump concluded the speech by calling for unity for the whole country.
Just like our ancestors, we must now come together, rise above past differences. Any disagreements have to be put aside and go forward united as one people, one nation, pledging allegiance to one great, beautiful, I think it's so beautiful, American flag. Tonight I ask for your partnership, for your support, and I am humbly asking for your vote. I want your vote. Going to make our country great again.
Trump's address, among the longest convention speeches in modern history, marked the climax and conclusion of a massive 4-day Republican pep rally as voters weigh an election that currently features two deeply unpopular candidates.
And look at news from across the country. This is Bharat in 5 minutes. Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal addressed concerns over ongoing protests in Bangladesh, saying that there are approximately 8,500 Indian students and 15,000 Indian nationals residing there. He says that a travel advisory has been issued urging the students to stay in touch with the Indian High Commission for necessary assistance. Jaiswal reassured that all Indians in Bangladesh are safe and affirmed India's commitment to provide them with support.
All our Indian nationals are safe there, and we have a large student community, as I told you, 8,500 students or thereabout. Many of them pursue medical education also in that country. So they're all safe and sound, and we are in touch. They are in touch with our High Commission, with our Assistant High Commission as well. And we are regularly keeping in touch with them to render all assistance, any assistance that they may need.
Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal, following a meeting in Mumbai, emphasized the party's unity and determination to strengthen its position ahead of the elections. He expressed confidence in removing what he described as a corrupt government in Maharashtra, affirming their commitment to contest under the banner of MV Alliance to achieve victory.
आज का बैठक इलेक्शन प्रिपरेशन के बारे में है
अच्छा डिस्कशन हो चुका। हम कांग्रेस का पूरा संगठन के लिए मजबूत करने के लिए डिस्कशन हो चुका। वी आर गोइंग टू बी यूनाइटेड। एंटायर कांग्रेस लीडर्स टुडे वी डिसाइडेड दैट एंटायर पूरा कांग्रेस नेतागण एक ही शब्द के रूप में बोलना चाहिए। दैट वी आर डिसाइडेड टुडे। वी आर इन वन वॉइस। आवर एम इज टू remove this corrupt government from Maharashtra.
Indian airports are experiencing unexpected delays due to a global Microsoft cloud outage. Minister of Civil Aviation Rammohan Raidu says he in fact has instructed airport authorities and airlines to offer additional seating, water and food to affected passengers, assuring travellers of efforts to ensure safe and prompt travel. He has urged patience and cooperation. Delhi Police Crime Branch has filed a case against Pooja Ketkar under sections of Forgery, Cheating, IT Act and Disability Act. This as the UPSC gave a complaint to the police that she fraudulently availed attempts beyond the permissible limit under the examination rules by faking her identity by way of changing her name, her father's and mother's name, her photograph, her signature, her email ID, mobile number and address. AIDS Students Union in Kolkata staged a protest amid the ongoing anti-quota protests in Bangladesh. Some of these students were detained by the police. Protesters were seen holding red flags resisting police force in the city's central area. Assistant police personnel held a protest in Ranchi demanding salary hikes and regularization from the Soren government. Police resorted to lathi charge to disperse them. Congress leader Harish Rawat has strongly criticized the decision to mandate nameplates on food shops along the Kamar route in Uttar Pradesh, calling it condemnable. He linked it to a revival of untouchability and urged the governments of UP and Uttarakhand to revoke the order.
तो ये एक महान यात्रा है। इस महान यात्रा के आयोजन का उत्तराखंड को सौभाग्य मिलता है। उस सौभाग्य में ये दाग कहाँ से लगा दे रहे हैं? इसका सब लोग कांवड़ का स्वागत करते हैं। मैंने मुसलमान भाइयों को देखा है जो पानी लेकर के वो लेकर के खड़े रहते हैं, जो इसका स्वागत करते हैं, और कांवड़ी लोग जो है उसको ग्रहण करते हैं। और फिर क्या क्या चीज के लिए मना करोगे?
BJP leader Shehzad Poonawalla slammed the Congress party for its silence on recent incidents of violence against women, including in Sandesh Khali, Swati Maliwal's assault case and other incidents in Bengal and Telangana. He accused Rahul Gandhi of not endorsing the Supreme Court's recent order on women empowerment and urged adherence to constitutional principles beyond mere symbolic gestures in Parliament.
Look at the series of incidents that have taken place. Sandesh Khali, Cooch Behar, Howrah, many other incidents that have taken place. This shows that today women are completely unsafe in West Bengal, but not a word is spoken on this. And it's not just in West Bengal. Where is Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Vadda, Khadge ji, Sonia ji, Priyanka Chaturvedi, all of these stalwarts?
Former Chief Minister and YSRCP party chief Jagan Mohan Reddy has written a letter to Prime Minister Modi seeking his appointment and to appraise him of the atrocities that have been taking place in the last 45 days in the TDP-led coalition government in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Keep watching Republic TV. We'll be right back after a short break.
Muharram processions take a foreign turn. Palestinian Hezbollah flags raised in processions. Lobby backs pro-Palestine stand during Muharram, debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Criminals, we have drug dealers, we have people that should not be here, and it's much tougher than if it happened. We had the strongest border ever. In recorded history, we had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put a...
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down, you see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting cartel to get a Senate.
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look. There he is.
Because we have millions
and making people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people. Criminals. We have criminals. We have people that should not be here. It's much tougher than it happens.
First president in the history of our country took over, and look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Good to move. Clear. Let's go. Clear. We're clear. USA! 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 We love the dollar!
Over 39 killed amid unrest in Bangladesh. Turmoil after Sheikh Hasina's China visit. Who is sparking anarchy in South Asia? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Muharram processions take a foreign turn. Palestinian Hezbollah flags raised in processions. Lobby backs pro-Palestine stand during Muharram. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Good evening, welcome to Republic TV. This is exclusive. I'm Ridhiman Bhardwaj. Viewers, our top focus going to be today on the massive chaos that has been caused after the Microsoft outage. There are airlines that have stopped. There are several airlines that are refusing to fly. Their flights have been cancelled. Businesses have been having an issue. Several things over. We're going to give you the top updates on that story. First up, a look at our top headlines. Massive worldwide Microsoft outage, flights, markets, stock exchange, all down. Several airlines worldwide are affected. Passengers line up in serpentine queue. Many airports go for manual check-in. CrowdStrike share falls over 12% in pre-market trading amid major global outages.
देखिए, अभी अगस्त में हमारा सेशन होने वाला है। लाने दीजिए उनको बिल कहलाते हैं। पहली बात तो इसकी रिपील करने की कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं थी। 1935 से चला रहा है, बिल्कुल स्मूथली चल रहा था और इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं है।
AIUDF backs the Regressive Muslim Marriage Act, says move by Hemanthu to repeal the act is not just. There's chaos, there's unrest and violence in Bangladesh over quota protest. 32 are killed, hundreds are injured. Viewers, airlines, banks, businesses are all feeling the impact as users face major issues logging into their systems amid Microsoft's global outage. Microsoft has acknowledged the problem. It stems from a third-party software update. They assure a resolution is on the way. Thousands of users are encountering the notorious blue screen of death error, crippling their devices. Our focus right now, the widespread consequences of this outage, the responses from both the industry and the government leaders. Here's that report.
The global Microsoft outage is causing widespread disruptions across various sectors. Microsoft has issued an official statement acknowledging the massive fiasco. From flights to the stock market to banking operations, users were unable to log into their systems as their devices crashed after being switched on. Thousands of Windows users worldwide are encountering the blue screen of death error. This happens due to errors in the driver software or hardware problems. Minister of Electronics and Information Technology Rajiv Chandrasekhar also addressed the global Microsoft outage.
Microsoft 365 and the Microsoft suite is used by millions of Indians, small businesses, big businesses, individual users, hospitals, and therefore any outage on this platform it disrupts the business and 24/7 operations of many companies, and like I said, many individuals and small businesses. So I hope Microsoft works on this and restores the service very quickly. It is obviously something that I have never seen before in my life, such an unprecedented global outage.
Dalal Street traders were also hit by this. Traders at Angel One, Novama, Motilal Oswal reported tech outages along with brokerage firms 5paisa and IIFL Securities. Airport operations across the country were massively hit as a result of this.
सिस्टम अप नहीं हुए हैं, इसकी वजह से फ़्लाइट भी बहुत डिले गई है, पैसेंजर्स परेशान भी हुए, लास्ट मोमेंट तक पैसेंजर्स आते रहे, क्राउडेड हो गया था बहुत ज़्यादा। एट SHA सिक्योरिटी होल्ड एरिया बहुत क्राउडेड हो गया था। सारी फ़्लाइट्स एट इंडिगो ऑल्सो, इंडिगो की कंटिन्यू फ़्लाइट्स रहती हैं, उन लोगों का भी बहुत, मतलब सब कुछ बहुत क्राउडेड हो गया था, पैसेंजर्स बहुत परेशान हो गए थे। गेट नंबर हमें सबको मैनुअल लिखने पड़े, जिनके गेट नंबर चेंज हो गए थे उन लोगों को पता नहीं था कैसे कहाँ जाना है, क्या करना है। So yeah, it was a very difficult day for us, but yes, we managed.
देखिए, हम लोग ना अब यूज्ड टू हो चुके हैं डिजिटल वर्ल्ड के लिए। इसके बिना ना हम आगे मूव कर सकते हैं, ना इसके बिना हम कोई भी आगे काम कर सकते हैं। हमारी पूरी की पूरी डिपेंडेंसी अब डिजिटल सिस्टम के ऊपर हो चुकी है। तो जो ये क्रैश हुआ है, ये हमारे को बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट करने वाला है। हमारे को हर लेवल पे इसकी तकलीफ़ आने वाली है और आई थिंक इसका निवारण होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। जितनी जल्दी हो सके इसके ऊपर ध्यान दिया जाए।
As Microsoft works to resolve the global outage, the impact remains widespread.
Amid a massive global outage that hit operations of airlines, banks, businesses across the globe, Microsoft said it is aware of the issue affecting Windows devices due to an update from a third-party software platform. But what was the issue really all about? Here's that explainer. And I also want to go across to Gursimran, who's joining us live from Jammu. We have Piyush Ori joining us live from the Delhi airport. Piyush, I want to come to you first. Tell us the scenes that you have encountered at the Delhi airport. Make us speak to passengers. What are the woes like? How many flights have been cancelled? What's really happening right now at the Delhi airport?
So Rhythm, what I will just show you is, I will show you the visuals over here, and this is the information, and there have been several flights that have been delayed from the Delhi International Airport as well, prominently being those departing to places like Bengaluru, Calicut, Dehradun, Ranchi and several other places. So yes, now I would also want my video journalist to show the visuals over here. Because of the delay and because of the delay in flights, there is a large number of people queuing up over here at the Delhi International Airport because yes, because of this outage, there is a lot of anxiety among the customers. And because the boarding system over here is not being able to work well, in fact, it is not working at all. So most of the work over here is being done manually. And this is indeed causing a lot of delay to the passengers. We are going to have a word with some of the people over here so that at least we can make a sense, we can make our viewers sense of what exactly is the problem. कोई दिक्कत पड़ रही है आपको?
Me, as of now, not.
But your flight is on time?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have spoken to one lucky passenger who is not facing any problem. आपको कोई दिक्कत पड़ रही है? कोई delay हो रहा है because most of the passengers are.
तो कोई मैसेज आया नहीं है कि ऐसा डिले है फ्लाइट वगैरह, सब कुछ नॉर्मल रूटीन पे चल रहा है.
आपकी फ्लाइट कौन सी है?
बाली.
So at least over here, what you are sensing is Rhythm, that even though the international passengers who are traveling internationally, they are not facing any problem so far. But yes, those passengers who are going domestically, they are facing a lot of problem because yes, the boarding systems over here are not working. It is all being done manually, and because some of the flights are being cancelled over here, especially those going to Bengaluru, Chennai, Dehradun, Ranchi, Calicut, these flights are being cancelled. So yes, passengers who are going by either Indigo or Calicut or SpiceJet are facing a lot of problems. Back to you in the studio.
All right, it's good to know some flights going fine, whether national, domestic or international. I want to go across to Gursimran. Gursimran, what are the kind of scenes you've encountered at the Jammu airport?
See Rhythm, right now we are at the Jammu airport and the Jammu airport is wearing a deserted look. Reason being that roughly 25% of the flights have been cancelled. Jammu airport operates roughly 16 flights a day, out of which 4 have now been called off due to the technical snag that has developed, and now you will see all the counters have been closed. This is via Indigo and SpiceJet. They have come out with the advisory for all those who are coming to, and this rates that as a result of Microsoft outage across the world, IT services check-in systems at the airport are impacted. Airlines have implemented manual check-in and boarding procedures. The following airlines have been affected, that is Indigo and the SpiceJet, and these are the numbers of the Indigo staff here. They have been asked that there will be no flight operations, at least for the time being, owing to the global outage that has taken place. When it comes to the Indigo, the 3 flights of the Indigo, they have been cancelled, that is from Jammu to Mumbai, Jammu to Calcutta and Jammu to Delhi. Indigo operates roughly 50% of the flights at the Jammu airport, is the biggest operator from the Jammu to the national capital, to the Mumbai and Chennai and Calcutta along with the Srinagar, but their flights have been cancelled. 3 flights have been cancelled, those who were bound to take off from Jammu airport. So this entire airport that used to have the footfall at this given time, because at 7:40 is the last flight that leaves from the Jammu to the national capital. So there you will have a visible people footfall here, but today it is wearing a deserted look owing to the global outage that has taken place. Many of the people, when we were here at roughly around 1:30, 1:40, they were really very anguished because they were not informed, and all of a sudden when they reached here, they got to know that all their flights have been cancelled. There was no backup or refund procedure that was ready. However, the local staff of the Indigo and the SpiceJet, they try to accommodate them, they try to ensure that the best of the services are provided, but since it was a global outage, they were of no help to the people and they have to wait for tomorrow. Yes, Rhythm.
All right, Gursimran, stay with us. Let me also go across to Ashwin, joining us live from Thiruvananthapuram. Ashwin, what are the scenes there like? Is there similar chaos that's been seen at the Delhi and the Jammu airports?
Rhythm, good evening. In fact, the Thiruvananthapuram airport is pretty much managing the stress that has come because of this outage. In fact, what we understand, I'm right now at the international gate of the Thiruvananthapuram airport, and what we understand is only one flight to Dammam has been cancelled, and it was informed very much prior, at least 3-4 hours before, says the authorities. Meanwhile, Indigo flight from the domestic side, there was a flight that was supposed to take off at 8:55 p.m. to Hyderabad. That has been cancelled. Another flight to Bangalore at around 10 o'clock, that 10 p.m. that has also been cancelled. Apart from that, there was delay. In fact, there was a 1:45 flight which was supposed to take out to Chennai. That in fact left at 4 p.m. Similarly, a flight to Mumbai which was supposed to leave at 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon, again left after 4 p.m. Apart from that, apart from the Indigo flights that have been cancelled, all the Air India flights are right now going on time. I just want to, I hope our viewers can see the screen. There are different flights over there, and what it says that there are flights to Singapore, Dammam, Sharjah, and all these flights are right now going on time. In fact, the check-in is right now going on for the Sharjah, Abu Dhabi flight. So of the 9 flights which has to take off from Thiruvananthapuram, except one flight, all the other flights are going on
to hear
time.
Because
so this is an interesting.
Ashwin, that's wonderful to hear, because that's also something that could possibly be what Piyush was reporting from the Delhi airport. Now, viewers, however, we've seen scenes of chaos. I thank you all for being with us. I also want to go across to show a report from Bengaluru, where we've seen and witnessed many other airports. And here's an exclusive report that's been filed by correspondents from Mumbai and Bengaluru, 2 of the busiest airports that were brought to a standstill today following the global power outage.
Microsoft reports a global outage. We are seeing that the long line of queues over here at the Bengaluru International Airport continues as well. And even as the latest reports show that 21 flights from the Indigo have cancelled operations from the Bengaluru Airport. Starting today till the 20th of July, that is tomorrow till 8 in the morning, we are going ahead and looking that the queues are only getting longer and longer with no sort of respite for the passengers who are arriving here at the airport as well. And this is just a glimpse of what it looks like for the passengers as their endless wait continues too. Even though the airport authorities have made sure that they will fasten up the process, it is the servers which are down, and passengers have been absolutely left clueless as well. Let's talk to a few of them. What did you were there at the counter, what did
didn't get to the counter.
You didn't get to the counter, so what are they saying? What have you heard so far?
They said the systems are down, so they don't know anything, that's all.
Anything about the refund that they have spoken about?
They said they will refund whatever we paid for it, that's all.
Where were you heading to?
Delhi.
You were heading to Delhi.
Yeah.
Now, what do they say? It stands cancelled till midnight. Operations will
They don't know.
No
They have
sort of clarification
no
has been
idea.
issued so far.
The systems are down, they have no idea.
Right, thank you. That is one response that is quite common, but there seems to be some sort of clarity that is lacking in for the passengers who are coming out in large numbers as well, and some of them have not even been able to make it to the counters.
Due to the Microsoft outage across the globe, the impact is being witnessed across the country, and I'm right now at the domestic airport of Mumbai, and we have passengers who are in fact the victim of this very Microsoft outage, and there are multiple flights that are cancelled. In fact, आपका नाम बताइए, कहाँ से आ रहे हैं आप?
मेरा नाम भावेश वैद है। हम रायपुर छत्तीसगढ़ से आ रहे हैं। सुबह हम रायपुर से बॉम्बे आए और बॉम्बे से अभी हमारी फ़्लाइट उदयपुर के लिए थी, बट एयरलाइंस ने अभी कहा कि फ़्लाइट कैंसल्ड है, लेकिन किसी प्रकार का कोई कोऑपरेशन नहीं है। इंडिगो के साथ ये पहली बार नहीं हो रहा है। आई एम ऑल्सो फ्रिक्वेंट फ्लायर, मैं फ्रिक्वेंट फ्लायर हूँ इंडिगो का भी, विस्तारा का भी, बट इनकी तरफ से किसी प्रकार का कोई भी हमको इंटीमेशन नहीं है। अभी हम गए, वहाँ पर बैठने की कोई व्यवस्था नहीं है। अगर इन्होंने फ़्लाइट कैंसिल की है तो ये हमको स्टे की जो फैसिलिटी है वो प्रोवाइड कराना चाहिए इनको, क्योंकि हमारी कनेक्टिंग फ़्लाइट थी। ये हमारा लगेज जो भी है, हम
अपनी टिकट दिखा दें।
ये मेरी टिकट्स है, और मैं इंडिगो से इतना ही रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगा कि जब आप अपने फर्स्ट रो की सीट को 2000 रुपीज़ में सेल कर सकते हैं, आप लेग स्पेसियस की इमरजेंसी सीट को 1500 में शेयर कर सकते हैं, तो आपको आपके जब पैसेंजर्स को परेशानी होती है तो आपको उनको स्टे की सुविधा प्रोवाइड करना चाहिए। आपका सिस्टम वर्क नहीं कर रहा है, लेकिन आपके मैनुअली सारे सिस्टम वर्क।
कितने लोग आपके ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं?
हम लोग 16 लोग हैं।
आपके साथ बच्चे भी हैं?
हाँ, हमारे साथ 2 बच्चे हैं।
आपको कुछ कितने बजे से यहाँ पर रुके हुए हैं?
5
सुबह से रुके हुए हैं। तो कुछ खाने पीने की व्यवस्था कराई गई थी आप लोगों के लिए?
कुछ भी नहीं।
कुछ भी नहीं दिया?
कुछ भी नहीं दिया।
मैम, कितनी दिक्कतें आती हैं जब ऐसे फ्लाइट्स जो है वो कैंसिल्ड हो जाती हैं, और बच्चों के साथ ट्रैवल करना कितना?
बच्चों के साथ ट्रैवल करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है। सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट मिल जाए या प्रॉपर हमको गाइडेंस मिल जाए कि आपको इतना वेट करना है तो थोड़ा कन्वीनियंट हो जाता है, बट ये बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है।
आपको कितनी दिक्कतें आ रही है मैम?
बहुत। आगे का प्रोग्राम सब बिगड़ गया है हमारा।
कहाँ जा रहे थे आप लोग?
हम लोग उदयपुर से मांडोली जाना है, गुरु मंदिर, उसका प्रोग्राम पोस्टपोन हो जाएगा।
तो रिलीजियस इवेंट अटेंड करने जा रहे हैं?
जी,
गुरु पूनम के लिए हम लोग वहाँ हर साल जाते हैं, पर वही प्रॉब्लम हो गया, अब कनेक्टिंग फ्लाइट भी नहीं है हमारे पास।
आप बताएं मैम, क्या दिक्कतें आ रही हैं आप?
फ्लाइट एकदम से कैंसिल हो गई, बिल्कुल मैसेजेस वगैरह नहीं आया। आई वॉज कमिंग फ्रॉम ऑफिस बिकॉज मुझे वेकेशन पे जाना था, मुझे कैंसिलेशन का एक भी मैसेज भी नहीं आया। ऑन रीचिंग एयरपोर्ट आई एम गेटिंग टू नो कि कैंसिल हो गई है फ्लाइट।
Any assurances that has been given by the airline?
No, they are just saying that they are waiting for the servers to come back. Refund related be they are not helpful, booking related be they are not at all helpful.
What they have actually told you? Have they cancelled your flight?